Yup. Yup. We're gonna do this. Let's go. It's what it is. It is what it is. Put this up on that. Let's go. Popping, yo. Yo, Bill, you flaked on me yesterday, guy. What happened, bro? What's up, IG? What do we got? Let me pin this comment. Bump a little Foo Fighters. Yo, your boy's back in New York. You know the vibes. You know the vibes, baby. Let's go. Got a big stream. I'm not really feeling 100%. I slept like shit last night, but I'm still showing up. You know the vibe. Let's get it. What's up, IG? Drop some comments. What's good? We're going to get this fucking rolling. Let's go. Yo, I'm super excited. Let's get it. All right. Cool. We're going to hop in today's episode in 3, 2, 1. What is going on, fam? Welcome back to another episode of the Shift Your Mind, Change Your Life podcast. It's your boy, Coach Sal. Let's get it. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about how to make it happen on the fly. How to make it happen on the fly. It's kind of funny because I'm back in New York and I flew home from Florida. That's a corny-ass joke, but whatever. The purpose of today's podcast, purpose of today's stream is to talk about structure, routine, and learning how to make it happen on the fly. Because this is something that I feel like I struggle with a lot too, is like, all right, well, we're routine animals, right? Like we value structure, we value routine and all these things when it comes to a fitness journey, when it comes to making progress, when it comes to seeing results. But oftentimes it's like that level of thinking, that all or nothing perspective is what holds a lot of people back. If you could resonate with that at all, just drop some emojis in the comments. If you're listening to this on the replay, listen with intent. Listen with intent, and I really want you to reflect on the things that you're doing. Because personally, from my experience, I used to be this way so hard, like to the point where it actually crippled me from moving forward. I would train all winter for the summer, and then I would just take my foot completely off the gas for the summer and basically erase all the progress that I just made. Does that sound familiar? And this is something that I see with past clients as well, family, friends. A lot of things that I see a lot of people struggling with is their perspective on that. Does that make sense? Let me know. Because this is what I've seen help for a lot of people who I'm working with now who are seeing results, is understanding how to make that happen on the fly. What do I mean by that? Well, I'm not saying that you have to be a robot. I'm not saying that you can't go out and enjoy yourself, because I do that too, but it's understanding how to draw the line in the sand and have that balance and have that moderation. You know, yes, should you be drinking alcohol every single weekend? Probably not. But at the same time, like, yes, you should enjoy yourself. I drink from time to time. I just came off the prep, right? Like, I needed it. I needed a little bit. And I'm not going to lie, I was feeling guilty about it. And that's why I felt like it was important to do this episode, because I think there's a lot of people who struggle with that way of thinking, of being like on or off a diet. Like, I personally hate the word diet. I don't like that whatsoever. I believe in flexible, intuitive, lifestyle approach when it comes to both training and nutrition. And that's what me and my clients are focusing on right now, is understanding that, hey, we need to continuously try to move the needle throughout the week, right? And be strategic on the weekends. But it doesn't have to be so black and white. It doesn't have to be a tunnel vision approach. Just because you were supposed to work out on a certain day and you missed that does not make you a failure. Does not erase your progress. Doesn't set you back. The only way that it does is if you continue to speak that, is if you continue to tell yourself that it's holding you back and that you're losing progress, because then you keep feeding that story to yourself. And that's what it is. And you're continuously programming your mind to believe that, right? So that's the thing. We need to focus more on balance. We need to focus more on moderation, sustainability. So how do you do that? You go to a party. Like, for example, I went to a family party this weekend, right? And at that family party, of course, there's a lot of drinks. There's a lot of food. There's a lot of people that I haven't seen in a while. And don't get me wrong, I had a couple drinks, right? But it's knowing where to draw that line. It's knowing where to draw that line. You want to know what I did? I was honestly pouring water into the solo cup at one point. So it looked like I was having a good time, but I cut myself back. It's not that, like, I don't want to drink or I don't want to enjoy myself. Like, I am very strategic with my goals, right? And my vision is very clear on what I'm trying to accomplish. And the goal with today's episode is to shed light on that. That just because you are going out and enjoying yourself doesn't mean you can't progress. You can do both. and understanding that it is a perspective shift that is in your control is something that can be very liberating. It's something that could get you excited, and it should make you smile because it's like, oh, well, what the fuck? Like, I can go out. I can enjoy myself. I can still progress at the same time. How is this possible? Simply put, you go out, make some conscious decisions to try and be self-aware with the things that you're doing. Again, getting a tall margarita that's loaded in sugar and salt and all that and downing a few of those is probably not helping you out, especially if you're doing that every weekend. But maybe you do that in moderation. Maybe you just get one of those every so often. You have water in between, right? Simple things. Instead of staying out till 1, 2, 3 a.m., maybe you call it a night around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. You go home, you get some good sleep, and then instead of skipping the gym tomorrow, you get your workout. But at the same time, if things happen, is not beating yourself up, right? Does that make sense? What do we got? Am I on a podcast? Yes, I am. I'm recording this podcast right now. Are you guys getting value so far? If you are, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, drop some emojis for me so I know that you're hearing me clearly, because this is a different setup, not in my typical office right now. Like I said, I'm back in New York, so it's a little different of a setup, but I want to make sure you guys are hearing me clearly and getting value. You know the freaking vibes. Okay, so let's keep this rolling. So when it comes to learning how to make it happen on the fly, I really think the biggest thing is to detach from the tunnel vision way of thinking. What do I mean? Because I think we get so caught up in our routines and our structure and thinking things need to look a certain way. But what I've seen for me personally and for some of my best clients is letting go of that, and specifically trying to make things continuously move forward in spite of challenges. Does that make sense? Like, so for argument's sake, like if you were supposed to train on a Monday, something comes up, you have to go take care of something and you missed a workout, but picking yourself back up and just getting right back on the horse the next day and continuously operating from that mindset, I think that's the place to be in. Instead of always thinking it has to look a certain way, just continuously pushing through adversity no matter the fuck what. Learning to make it happen on the fly. For me, and another example, like I honestly forgot to prep a little bit before my trip, and I was planning on bringing food to the plane, but I got a little lazy with it. I only prepped breakfast, so I went to the airport and I got like a protein shake and like some beef jerky. Was it the best thing? No. Should I be doing that every day? No. But learning to make it happen on the fly, that's what it is. It's consciously being aware of the decisions that you're making and just trying to be better every single day in some capacity. That's all it is. And when you continuously think of those decisions compounding over time, you're going to move the needle. You're going to move the needle in the right direction so long as you continue to do those things. That's what it is, learning to make it happen on the fly. It's literally that easy if you choose to believe in it from that perspective. Or you can continuously think it has to look a certain way and continuously beat yourself up as to not doing the things that you should be doing, and then become pessimistic, point the finger, blame the circumstances. And don't get me wrong, at times we're human beings and I fall victim to that here and there as well. But it's literally just trying to pick yourself back up and keep moving forward. And over time, I've seen that make a tremendous difference in my life and some of my best clients as well. So I wanted to share that energy with you guys in hopes that you take something from that. So to recap, in order to continuously see progress in your fitness journey and enjoy yourself, because that's, who doesn't want that? We all want to enjoy ourselves and see progress in your fitness journey. It's continuously being aware with your nutrition, your training, your sleep, your habits, your mindset. All of these things are literally just a decision that you could decide, a decision that you make every single day consciously to do the right things over and over again, and not getting so fixated on believing that it has to look a certain way, detaching from the tunnel vision focus, taking the pressure off yourself, allowing yourself to make mistakes, but not sitting in those mistakes, letting go of perfection. You will never be 100% ever. So the sooner that you could let go of that and get in the trenches and operate from 75, 80% consistently, that's going to move the needle for you when you continuously compound that over and over. And honestly, it was difficult for me to grasp that for quite some time. So if I could give some type of information to you to bridge the gap and get there now. Boom, my job is done. That's why we're fucking here. This is the podcast, baby. Let's fucking go. You know the vibes. That's what it is. Learning to make it happen on the fly. I'm in a different city right now. I'm currently living in Florida, and I'm in New York right now, and I feel completely off my routine. And I could sit here and bitch and whine and complain, or I could just figure it the fuck out. Figure it the fuck out. I can go for walks when my schedule frees up. I could go to the gym when I can. I could do the best that I can with my macros, and then understand that I will be back next week onto my schedule and onto my routine. And understanding that and not letting it beat me up is going to help you keep moving forward. So, guys, that is it. That is all. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Peace, love, and protein. Hope you have the best day ever, and I'll see you guys in the next one. That's it, yo. That's it. I got to hop on a meeting at 2 o'clock. I'm absolutely cooked right now. I feel like dust. You know the vibes, but that's what it is. Clarissa, did I say that right? Clarissa from Texas. Appreciate you. Shout out from the Philippines. Why can't I read that? Text is so small. Philippines, what's good? What's good? Brittany, how are you? Zach, what's going on, brother? Appreciate you guys tuning in. Let's go. That is it. That is all. I have to hop on a meeting. I appreciate you guys. Have the best day ever, and I'll see you in the next episode. Let's get it. All right, squad. Be good. Have a good day. Talk to you guys. Any questions, hit me up. We got you.